I lied for you today at 4:15.
Shh. That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good liar today.
Shh. Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle.
Mrs. Boyle came here?
Her face was all red, and her voice was like Mom when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in a tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
One day we'll all just look back at this and laugh. Yeah, maybe not. Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out. Oh dear. One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. Now I just need to find the train station. I want to be able to see it from a distance.
When is Uncle Henry coming back?
I don't know.
But we surrendered.
We did. Look, Dad won't talk about it. Maybe they drafted him.
Can they do that?
Who's gonna stop them?
I can't hear you.
The Germans can do whatever they want until someone stops them. The Russians, for example.
So why... So when is he coming back?
Oh, I don't know, Percy. I don't know. The Germans, they don't explain things. They just give orders.
Why?
Well, because I don't know why. I'm sort of worried that you might have volunteered.
I don't understand.
It's probably for the best.
And here we are. Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the Germs left. Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across the river. And then all over Britain. I wonder if Prue made it this far. I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Hole.
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it? I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your ball bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scanner!
You're done hoarding all the V-meat. Jesus.
This won't hurt a bit. Sorry to bother.
That's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
I promised I'd go with him.
And you are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. Don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet. Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look, it's a little lost lamb. Where's Bo Peep? Eating her curdsy away, I bet. That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet. Can we pound him now? Yep.
Your feet! Sorry.
Bloody hell. That's Ollie! Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastards!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You've gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you see that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not.
No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him? Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse. I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know?
Now you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time, and they get along just fine with their man who rides them. He's called a Mahout. But when they're in Evo, no fucking civilians! Yeah, I have to kill you now.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform. Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Right, Ollie, let's see that map you made. Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge. Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate.
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while, I think.
I don't want to be a hostage.
Calm down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, right, I'll come down. I think I might be stuck, actually.
All right, here goes. Took all the kids to the train station. We sent them off to Germany because of papier-mâché. Mommy said the key was in General Bing's office.
The cook has lost his wedding ring. If you find it in your food, please return it to the kitchen. Thank you.
And it's absolutely not in his desk. Why doesn't that surprise me? Well, aren't I clever, Clogs? A hatch. If it leads underground like the others, I can use it to get out of here once I'm done.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movie...
All right. Here goes.
Attention all personnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Ollie. He knew it was alarmed, didn't he? I bet he bloody knew.
Necessary to capture him unharmed.
How do I get out of here? I'm not going to be able to jump over the fence from this side. I've got to get back to the general secret hatch. That's my way out. Papier-mâché tanks. Newspaper and fucking glue. Right. Now, if I can make it back to Ollie alive, he'll help me get out of town. Assuming that wasn't another lie. That won't be an awkward conversation at all, will it?
Young Artie! Come on up!
That's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
They're all quite mad, you know. Sometimes I think they want the Germans to come back.
Did you know the power switch was alarmed?
It's a shame of it, you see. They want another go.
You bloody knew!
How would I have known that? For fuck's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I go back a ways.
The tanks were hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
It's tank armor. The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché. We could have fought them if they didn't really have tanks.
No.
We wouldn't have given them Percy and the others.
Is it up?
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train. Oh my God. I lied my way off that train. I wasn't too old to go.
You don't forget a thing like that.
Didn't you hear me?
I convinced the Germans they had my birthday wrong. And if it was only me, I'd just take my happy pills and sleep through the end of the world. But I promised, Percy, I'd keep him safe while we were in Germany.
You promised to help me get to the bridge.
The one in the parade on Apple Home? How would you even get to it? You can't even go to Maidenholm. They shut that bridge down last week. No. You're right. You're always right. Ever seen one of these?
What does it do?
Haven't the foggiest. But supposing you took this to the bridge to Maidenholm, and supposing you told the bobbies you were there to fix the bridge works, it might enhance your credibility.
And from Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholm.
And Appleholm has the only bridge out of Wellington Wells. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I'd rather doubt that. Adieu, Artie. Good luck.
Lovely day for it. Unfortunately, the bridge is not open at this time. It was working just a minute ago, but the door is broken again. You'll have to wait until it's up again.
Do you ever let anybody in?
Oh, yes. There's someone in there now.
And in the past month?
Well, in the past month. Ah! There's a chap in there right now.
You don't really want anyone back from the Garden District, do you?
Well, my wastrel friend. No one goes off their joy can actually take joy. I mean, would you? Everybody feels better if that door stays broken. You, us, everybody.
Well, Constable Wright, I suppose now I can tell Central why the bridge keeps breaking down.
Central?
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, bugger me. You're not some sort of undercover bridge inspector?
This device detects structural irregularities using shortwave radar. But I don't think it will show me the real problem. Will it, Constable Wright?
Look, sir, you can fix that door, but them wastrels still ain't gonna take their joy. It makes them see eyes everywhere.
That's not for you to decide, is it?
No, sir. The maintenance hatch is that way, sir. I'd be grateful if you forgot this conversation ever happened.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, bugger. If I really was from Central, I'd have the card, wouldn't I? There is another way, though, isn't there?
Please take a number and sit down.
There's nobody else here.
Please take a number and sit down.
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
Number 2. Now serving number 2. Welcome to the Rehabilitation Centre.
Actually, I'm just a sort of undercover bridge inspector from Central. See this device? It detects structural...
Then you should have no trouble passing the test, should you? Please head through the door there and begin your rehabilitation.
Please deposit your personal belongings into this box, retaining only your clothes. Please continue to the decontamination room. Please discard your clothes. Don't worry, you will be provided with new, proper clothes after decontamination.
God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet.
Congratulations, you have been decontaminated. Please proceed to the next room and obtain fresh, new, proper, clean clothes.
I hope she's not watching and judging.
Don't you look wonderful? Please proceed to the next room. In case there is any residual odor of the garden district on you, please enjoy this refreshing scent of country flowers.
Is that licorice? Why licorice?
Get ready for the most important moment in your rehabilitation. Please take your favorite flavor of joy: vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
I must insist that you not traverse the beams of the joy detector without taking your joy, sir.
Oh, damn it! They were serious about taking my joy, weren't they?
Happiness is a choice.
Please head into the theater and take a seat. Excellent. Sit tight and enjoy the show.
And now it's time for the Uncle Jack Etiquette Minute. You may be wondering, how can I fit in better in Hamlin Village? Well, it's easy. To get along, go along. If someone tells you it's a lovely day, agree with them. Because of course, it's always a lovely day in Hamlin Village, so don't be afraid of talking to people first. They'll appreciate it. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that you're decently dressed. Clothes make the man, eh? Indeed, naked people have almost no influence at all in society. And don't dress in rags either, or people might think you're a wastrel. Now, what should you do if people are staring at you? Maybe they're asking you if you remember to take your joy. Who cares? Just pop another and they'll congratulate you and go on about their day. And if things seem to be getting a bit hectic, remember, you can always sit on a bench, relax and open the Hamlin au Courant. Take a load off. No one will bother you when you're sitting on a bench. Unless you've made them very angry. Well, or, I don't know, watch Jack Worthing on television. I hear he's very good. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in tomorrow for another Etiquette Minute with Jack Worthing. That's me.
Isn't Uncle Jack wonderful? Now, please proceed to the 3rd floor, where you will be tested on what you've just relearned.
Just a friendly reminder. Uncle Jack don't mention it, but a word to the wise. Proper decent people don't like people what is running, jumping, crouching, spying, sneaking, breaking or entering. Such like behaviours is what we associate with downers. Avoid them and we shan't have disagreements.
Welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they can't be serious.
Are you ready to behave? Now, Our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington Wells. Mr. Cashier, what question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
Lionel Cashier. Glad he's still around.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like what you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Yes, that's right. It never hurts to say hello to people. Player 2, I'm afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy, B. Put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C. Why does everything have eyes?
That's right, Player 1. Just popping a joy is not always enough. We do have standards, you know. Player 2, I'm afraid everything does not actually have eyes. Jack Constable. Constable, your question?
Right. Well, here's my interrogative. If I see you running, jumping about, or crouching in the shadows, what will I likely do? A. Tell you to stop your rotten shenanigans before I smash you in the face. B. Run and jump and play myself. C. Oh God, the eyes.
Player 1, that's exactly right. If you need to get somewhere, don't lurk about like a rotten downer, or run like you're fleeing the scene, or jump about. No need to be in a hurry in Hamlin Village. Player 2, do try to pay attention. We want you to succeed. Mrs. Sackville, your question, please.
If you want to make friends with me, should you A. Give me flowers, B. Talk about old times, C. Stop staring at me, why is everything staring?
Excellent! Yes, do give the ladies a lovely bouquet. They do so love flowers. Oh dear, it looks like the eyes have you both, as they say. How disappointing. Remember, doctors are here to help you. If you've forgotten your joy, doctors will smell it right away, and they'll give you a quick injection to make your day a lovely one. Dr. Byron, what is your question?
What happens when you take too much joy? A. You can't find your own house. B. Who cares? C. Please God, make them stop staring.
That's right, Player 1. It hardly matters. You might lose a few hours, but sooner or later, you'll find yourself on a bench, no worse for the wear. Oh, Player 2, today is just not your day, is it? But you can always come back for a 7th try. And that concludes this episode of Oh Behave. I hope you made it to the village. If you didn't, remember, we're always happy to give you another shot if you're willing to behave like a decent citizen. Of course we are. Here in Hamlin Village, we're always happy.
Well, that's a relief.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
What the hell? I passed the test. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to do this again. How do I get out of here?
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. pop a joy, B. put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C. Why does everything have eyes?
May I express my delight that you passed the examination, sir? We've not had as many as we'd hoped, sir. Not as many at all. And yet, they say the unexamined life is not worth living. Well, sir, welcome back. Oh, and in case your rustication has been of long duration, please bear in mind there is now a nocturnal curfew. Best be indoors after nightfall, sir.
If I want him to bugger off, I bet a nice bottle of scotch would help.
Isn't this wonderful?
Oh, I can't remember the last time someone came through.
Welcome back to civilization.
So from here, I've got to get to St. George's home and then into the parade. Except that I need a letter of transit to get into the parade, like the one I left on my desk in the parade. How do I get a new one? Wait, the old government printing office was on Maidenholm. Maybe I can break in and steal some blanks. Looks like the old printing office is pretty well buttoned up. I wonder if there's a way in the back.
You know what? Never mind. Next week? Arthur? Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
Don't you lovely day for it me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! Oh, I knew it was you. I mean, the glasses, the hair, the really adorable jacket. Don't ask me how. You're not that awkward little boy anymore, are you? But the way you walk, it's like the mask isn't even there. I just knew. There's Arthur.
Sally? You look fantastic.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm out of my mind with boredom.
Green and white checked. Your dress, the last time I saw you. Running out the door.
Oh, that horrible gingham dress. Oh, God, that takes you back. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, ye of little fucking faith. I'm not going to turn you in. Whatever possessed you to go off your joy?
Percy.
Oh, God.
I saw a picture of him. I promised I'd look after him in Germany. I have to go and find him.
How are you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city.
Good Christ. Just tell the policeman that. I'm sure they'll wave you right on through.
Yeah, haven't figured that bit out yet.
I'm very close with General Bing.
Of course you are.
No.
You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
I mean, I could go see him and ask him to give you a letter of transit.
Don't put the General out on my account. I'm sure you've only so many favours you can ask of him.
My God. You still hate me, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14 years.
We were 16!
How could you?
Because I liked him? Because he had that adorable beard? I don't know, there isn't a reason for everything. You're the last bloody person who should be off his joy.
I can't believe you are.
Believe me. Take enough stuff. Look. Some downer broke into my lab last week, literally tore the bars off the windows, and the ridiculous thing is I forgot to lock the front door. Point is, it's a horrible, terrible world out there. I just don't see you smashing your way into the city without a great deal of help.
Oh no, not me.
I'm living on the King's Road right now.
Of course you are.
I couldn't exactly have stayed there, could I? Like nothing happened.
Look, I'm sorry. This isn't what I meant to... Maybe we could help each other. Maybe I could come by when I'm feeling... better? Brilliant. You arse.
And now I know